What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am showing you part 3 of my Do It Like a Pro series on how to apply your foundation, your concealer, contour, and highlight like a pro so that you can get a flawless natural beat. So if you want to see how I accomplish this, then just keep on watching. This is part 2 of the series of how to get your face beat like a pro at home, on a budget, drugstore, high-end, whatever. How to get your face beat like a pro, sis, without paying that pro price. And you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so today we are going to be, I'm going to show you how to get your foundation flawless, how to get your concealer flawless, and how to contour your face to get your snitched, okay, and it's on period. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. Today I'm actually going to be using my NARS foundation. A really beat flawless face starts out with a good foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color Tahoe. This is literally my perfect match. Like, I have Fenty as well, but Fenty, as we all know, likes to oxidize, and look, if you look at them together, it's a clear difference in the colors. I'm pretty sure this is the neutral color of the Soft Pro Filter foundation, but this one matches me literally almost perfectly. So I'm actually going to apply some primer. So when you're wanting to go to work or go outside and it's hot outside, use a primer, sis, okay? On a normal day, if you just sitting in the house or if you just hanging out with your friends, don't use a primer, because you don't need a primer, because primer just, it makes your stuff last all day. You're wasting products, sis. Don't do all that. But since we are doing a beat, so we can do some light makeup, you know, whatever, a little natural slay, we're gonna do some primer on our face. This is the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. I love this one. I did have the other one that was like the mattifying primer, and I liked it, but for my skin type, the hydrating one is best, because if I don't use a hydrating primer, then my foundation will come out super cakey, and then my face will be super dry, my foundation will crack, and it just won't be cute. But typically my skin is not dry at all. It's just like if I use a lot of drying products in combination, then my foundation is just not going, it's not gonna like it. All right. Look at that. It got me all types of hydrated. I love that. All right. So, and to blend that in, I just use this MAC brush. The numbers are rubbed off, so I'm sorry, sis, but it's just like a flat headed brush. Next, I'm going to use my e.l.f. foundation brush, and I am going to squirt my NARS foundation onto the brush. I used to use a beauty blender, but I find that using a brush allows me to do a even application, and just look how good this matches me. Like, hello, I love this foundation, and it looks like skin, so like when you wear it, it's not super cakey. It just covers up your imperfections easier, but it's not, so I have a freckle right here and you can still see the freckle. So it's definitely like a more medium coverage foundation, but I love it. Definitely buildable. Like, look how much coverage I got. Ladies, always make sure you blend down to your neck, because if you don't, you're gonna have a harsh line of foundation, a line of demarcation, and we don't want that. When you're going out to meet your new boo, you gotta have your face beat, okay? Don't be having no harsh line of demarcation, and then he be like, ooh, what is going on? Ooh, sis, your foundation don't match. And nowadays, it's 2020. Sis, your man is going to know, like, if your foundation don't match, he probably shouldn't get with you, because you don't know how to do your makeup. You would have been a hot mess. Blend down to your neck. Because we want to get them bags all 2020. And that's on period, okay? All right. Now that we have our foundation on, I'm going back in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter concealer in the color 370. Now when I do my concealer, so I have a pretty wide face. I like to keep my concealer right here on my face, bring it right under my eye, and then stop right here. A lot of people who have a slimmer face like to bring their concealer all the way out here to elongate their face, but if I did that, my face would just look more rounder. So I like to add mine right here and right here, because I already have pretty high cheekbones, so I don't need to do a whole lot of elongating, okay? And then we're just gonna add some on our nose right here and on our forehead. And then anywhere you feel like you need a little bit extra coverage. All right, and then I am going to go in next with my Fenty Beauty in the color Truffle Matchstick. I love this matchstick. A lot of, like, I won't say a lot of people, but I heard people don't like this because they say it's like chalky or whatever, but like, that don't look chalky to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna hop on the bandwagon and say I don't like something when it most definitely works for me, but this is it's very, I don't know what people be talking about, but we're not here for a Fenty review. I like to contour my face like this so that I kind of give myself a de facto jawline, because you can see I ain't got one. So I do that on both sides, and I contour my little double chin. You know, you gotta make it work, sis. All right. And then I like to contour my nose like this. Bring it up by your brow. Bring it down on your nose, and also bring it on the side of your nose. And then people like to add a line right here, but I don't do that. And it works for me. It gives me a slender looking nose while also keeping the shape of my nose. So if you want to just look like a natural beauty without changing your face too much, stay tuned, sis, because I'm gonna show you. All right, so now I am just going to blend out this contour with this MAC 164 brush. And I like to use this brush just because, one, it spreads it so easily. Wait, look at that. It spreads it very easily. It doesn't pick up a whole lot of the product, and I just love it. It allows for even application. I'm not like fighting with the bronzer. I'm not fighting with the brush that I'm using, and it allows me to do what I need to do. So you just want to blend, sis, okay? Blend into that hairline. You don't want any harsh marks in your hairline. And when you're blending on your cheeks, always blend upward, because blending it downward will make your face look wider, and that's not what we're going for. And then here I like to do it in swirls just to kind of keep the product concentrated in the area that I put it. Okay, and for my nose contour, I actually got this really cool it's a buffing concealer brush from Ulta Beauty, but I love it to do my nose contour. So for this, I like to just ever so slightly pat and blend this out. That way I'm not blending too much of it out, but I'm also blending out any harsh lines that may be there. So it keeps the color there, but you're also, you know, not looking like you just drew it on there. Pat. See, look how flawless that looks. This brush, magic. Go get you one. Very beginner friendly. All right, and next, what I've been doing lately to blend out my concealers is using this like flat brush from MAC. It's a 252 brush, and you just want to pat the areas to blend out your concealer. And I like this method because it allows me to get a seamless, you know, application between the, you know, the contour I just put down and the concealer. And if you ever, you know, over blend, just use the leftover product and there you go. A seamless blend between the two. And then I'm just going to do this side and my nose. Okay, I'm actually going to use a beauty blender on my forehead just because I feel like I put too much product and it'll absorb it a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, anytime I use too much product, I love to use a beauty blender because beauty blenders are known for sucking up product, and that's exactly what it did. It sucked up the extra product, so I'm not just pushing it around on my face. All right, and that is how you get a seamless application for your concealer and your foundation, sis. All right, we're actually going to set our face. So I'm just gonna use this random brush from Elf. Oh, it's a highlighter brush, and I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder. I love this powder because it literally like just blends into my skin. And you don't need to bake. I don't know who came up with the lie that you need to bake your face in order to get like a good setting application, but you see how literally the powder is disappearing into my face, because that's really all you need is to apply a little bit, set your concealer, any of your foundation that you need to set. I personally don't like to bake because I feel like it dries out my foundation too much, and then I'll be walking around with a cakey face, and that's not cute. Next, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I actually like to use this slanted brush, big spoolie brush, just to set the Fenty bronzer that I did earlier. You want to set everything you do on your face. You don't want stuff moving around on your face, because then that's how your makeup is coming off in the middle of your date, your mall shopping trip, you know, anything else you might be doing. You don't want that to happen. Just set it with a little bit of powder, sis. You'll be fine. And then I like to add a little bit of blush because this is a super cute blush color, also from Benefit. Look how cute that color is. It's like a nice coral color. And then I use another slanted brush. This is like, I don't even know what Fashion Cosmetics is, but since I've had this brush for years, I'm gonna use it. And you don't want a lot of this because this color is actually very pigmented. Then you just kind of wanna, if you don't know where the apples of your cheeks are, smile. I do, because I got really high cheekbones. So, and then you just wanna feather it out like that. I love me a nice blush. Boop. I'm gonna go ahead. I know this was a, you know, a highlight. I know this was a contour, you know, and foundation routine, and you know, but I need to add the highlight because I feel like the look ain't complete without a highlight, and that's just on period. Okay. I actually like to use this Morphe M510 brush. And I'm gonna go in with my Artist Couture Jackie Aina collaboration in the color Le Peach. And I like to just put some in the top, dip my brush in, and then go in a swirling motion just to blend it, and then put a little bit right here on your brow, just so that it catches the light along with your cheek. And I like to put some on my nose to look like Rudolph the reindeer, and that's on period. and a little bit on my upper lip, just to give them a little shit out of it, okay? But yeah, this is pretty much the tutorial. I hope it was helpful for my little subbies. Let me know if it was helpful or not. I do enjoy doing these little videos and having this little series going. I meant to put this out before, but I was like, yeah, they probably don't want to see it. But sis already put out how to put the lashes on like a pro. That was part 1. And then the brows were part 2. This is actually part 3, even though I said it was part 2, but this is part 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you can see how to get you a natural, flawless makeup application. And like, comment, and subscribe, sis, if you're new. You stayed this far, okay? Share the video so more of my new family members can come in. We can all be a little community together, you know? You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all in the next banger. Bye.